Hey, welcome back to another YouTube video. It's your boy KLG Pro, and today we're going to talk about black fatigue. Okay, so black fatigue, let's we're going to have to get a definition on this because a lot of you people have forgotten what black fatigue is. And we're going to do a reaction video, but I wanted to just do a brief little story on black fatigue. So let's go to this definition, right? You see, black fatigue, okay? Black fatigue refers to a state of emotional exhaustion and burnt out experienced by black individuals. I repeat, by black individuals due to the constant exposure to racial discrimination, microaggression, and systematic racism. It is a term used to describe the psychological and physical toll that racial oppression takes on black people. Okay? Feeling exhausted or feeling drained and exhausted, difficulty concentrating and making decisions, irritability and mood swings, physical symptoms such as headaches, insomnia, and gastrial something, some more issues. All right, I ain't got time right now. A sense of hopelessness and delusionalment. Okay, you see this right here? This is a big one right here. Hopelessness. 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 Like, we're going to get into the video, but I just want to do a quick story time. Just quick story time. So, the reason I haven't even been posting a lot is because my temp agency got me this job, like 45-minute drive, okay? And I don't have a car. So, I was struggling with trying to get a rental through this Uber thing with my girl, and then I was getting rides from her brother, right? And I'm a temp, so I'm doing my work. I recently worked for a black-owned business, and I was doing a lot of everything. So I'm not going to get too much into details on all the little stuff. But I will say that this last job I was working at, I was better than, I want to say 50% of the the business they sent me to work for, their staff. I was better than like 50% of the technicians on a technician side. And we could talk about the office side later. But it's crazy how better I am. And then everything slowed down. This dude was promising me to hire me. Another guy, he just got hired in 2 weeks ago, and another guy, he just flew in from New York, and he was here for 2 months. He got hired on 2 months ago. He also got kicked off the job site. So why am why am I getting a message saying that I'm let go or they don't need me and stuff like that? And the guy was just the head boss dude said he was just gonna hire me. Actually, I'm gonna read this message right here. I don't want to show it because my iPad, it might show the other numbers. Or let me try to. I hope I didn't show too much right there. But I'm gonna read this message. I had to flip it real quick. Hey Kendrick, I talked to blank, and he said he definitely wants to hire you. He's just waiting until he can get more jobs so he can keep you busy. He hates to hire people if he can't keep them busy all the time. And he did put in a good word with you with your temp. So Black fatigue is that hopelessness. Like, no matter how hard I try, no matter how much I show out, it's a feeling that because of this color, right, it's not gonna work out. And there's another guy that's a employee with the company, and he has the same car issues as me. And I was showing up to work every day. I worked Saturday and Sunday overtime, and that goes against what I should be doing. But I'm just trying to ensure that me, my girl, and my stepson can have, money. So that's black fatigue. Okay, that's an example of black fatigue. Like I literally have a pain in my knee, and I cannot explain like how how this pain got there. It's just there, and it's like I wasn't even on my knees doing work like that. So it's crazy to me. Anyway, I wanted to go into this video. So it's just this video is just to show how completely off the ball we are as a people. And please watch along with me. Uh, this video is called Black Fatigue: Why We're Tired of Ghetto Culture, and this was by Blackie Speaks. Sorry if I got that wrong. I'll have the description of the video down below so you guys can watch it. It's a fairly new video, but let's dive in.
Hey man, it's getting spooky. I just came across something called black fatigue, and basically, it's white Americans are sick of our shit.
I got news for you. Black Americans are sick of your shit. Black people are sick of black people's shit.
Basically, society is saying that they're tired of how black people are blaming things that have happened to us historically in the past. And they are also now adding different things that they have seen in society to that behavior as well, like loud mouthing or maybe, using certain words or certain behaviors in public.
Okay. There's so much to unpackage right there, but let's just paint a scenario. Your people has been forced to be quiet about a lot of things for centuries. And then, as soon as we get out of that slavery, we have to still keep our head down and be quiet. Now, I know what the video is referring to. I know they mean the ghetto, loud person, that type of stuff. Well, a lot of these ghetto people act the way they act because they get the full brunt of all of the the tricks and traps that's been played on our people. Like, for instance, look at all the black movies. Like, they're not like recently now. I guess you could say a Captain America movie, the black Captain America. Now they try to not make it as ghetto after they bombard us, but with the ghettoest things you could even freaking imagine. These studios done wrote it. All of our black celebrities are ghetto style people. Like even Denzel Washington is like that. He's ghetto, but he's like smooth with his ghetto-ness. So come on, bro.
Black fatigue seems to be growing, especially within the black community.
And then this kid right here, bro. No ill intentions towards this man. He is doing his thing, making a video, has his fan base. But I'm just saying, a lot of people are getting information from kids. It's adults that's getting information from kids. And I'm not saying he is a kid, but he just looks more on the young side. And you can even see, yeah, he does some research with some of his topics, but he doesn't know enough, I think, to be speaking on this. And then anybody can speak on it, but some of the people that's consuming his take on it is basically they should be seeking something on some higher stuff. Like, I just happened to see this video and it just rubbed me the wrong way. His name is Blackie Speaks, I think. So, I mean,
community. There's a growing frustration within certain behaviors, and more people are starting to speak up about it.
White people, black people, Hispanic people are saying we have black fatigue because of the behavior of some.
and you see how he's using this clip to, like, I know how it goes. I know how the editing thing goes. You're speaking about something, you want to use the most relevant clips to try to make your point seem more than just you, right? It's almost like citations a little bit when it comes down to writing an essay and stuff like that. So you're just trying to cite somebody else saying the same thing that you're saying. But you see what clip he's saying: white people, black people, Hispanics people, or that's what this chick is saying. And she's not, she's a white woman. Like, do you not see like how this could like alter your mind into thinking this is something more than what it is? I'm gonna break down the end of my point now so we can see it flourish throughout the video as we watch it. But basically, there's a small group of black people doing something that you would call ghetto, ratchet, the things that these people promote, right? The whole ghetto mentality is something that these white people have promoted. Like, you can see it in older movies like White Chicks, Tyler Perry, stuff like that. That these white people basically endorse and promote it and raise it up to what it shouldn't even be that much, because there's also the white bad boys as well. There's a white group of people that's really not that appealing to society, but they, it's like, to be honest, it's almost like a magnet, right? That, like, black people are just so interesting that the it's not even fun watching the white bad boys. It's more funner to watch the black bad boys. Let's continue this.
Black people.
It's not racist to call black people out for their behavior and what they're doing to society at this moment. I'm glad people are noticing this because it's been so many years and it's finally catching up to y'all.
So, is there some truth to it, or is it just another form of racism? And how come so many black people are starting to speak up about this now? Either way, we got a lot to talk about today. Now, black fatigue is a growing term in the social media world, a phrase that's meant to explain a rising frustration, dissatisfaction, and even resentment towards a small portion of the black community and some of the dysfunctional behaviors that are increasingly being called out. But here's the thing, this isn't a new term. The phrase black fatigue was originally coined in 2020 by Mary Frances Winters, a black author from New York. She was inspired to explore the concept after hearing the same phrase come up again and again from black millennials. "I'm tired," they kept on saying. The exhaustion wasn't just physical, it ran deep, tied to emotion, history, and identity. In her book, Black Fatigue, How Racism Erodes the Mind, Body, and Spirit, she explains that the original meaning of the term was about the centuries-long toll of the systematic racism passed down through generations. Now, that was the original definition, but now the term has taken on a completely new meaning.
Now to black fatigue, it has recently been turned into a feeling that some white and black people have who say they are damn tired of foolishness of some black people.
Why did that guy look like Samuel L. Jackson And then he was like, some black people. And then it's just so, first of all, it's tricky because we have the meaning for black fatigue, right? We have the definition for black fatigue, and then we have the opinion on black fatigue. And the opinion on black fatigue is basically, it started off with white people, right? Like, yeah, us blacks, we had our own opinion on what you guys would call ghetto black people, but it's not the same. It's not the same. But what's it called? Now these white people are tired of hearing about like something they didn't do. They reap the benefits of it, but they didn't do it. Like, it's like, you snooze, you lose, right? And their people are the ones that put us to sleep. So, and this is not to say that I hate white people. I don't think I've said anything that made me seem like I hate white people. The thing is, I just know reality. I understand what's going on in the world and what happened in the world. All right, so that's basically what happened. We got dealt a lot of bad things. A lot of bad things happened to our people, and we just had to have the short end of the stick when quote unquote freedom came into play. So let me just let it continue.
It is a completely behavior based issue. And when white people, black people, Hispanic people are saying we have black fatigue because of the behavior of some black people, we've all seen it.
It's like this started, it's like this could have just been a joke, right? Like, black fatigue was just out there, right? We're talking about it, we're sharing our stories, and then somebody outside the race that doesn't know what black fatigue is, or even somebody inside the race, decides to make a joke, right? I got black fatigue dealing with your ass every day, right? When black fatigue is not like that. Black fatigue is literally about knowing your history, knowing where you fit in this world as a black person, slave descent, okay? Not just black, what? Because I don't even know if y'all know what black is, sort of, kind of, in the sense of slavery. And these Africans that come over here do not call themselves black, all right? So, but anyway, yeah, these black people, uh, it's a couple clips with Elon Musk, and he's a lying Freemason, but what's it called? He's talking and he's stuttering over his words like me, right? And they're saying like he has so much genius going on, but he's really just lying. Like me, I'd be wanting to say so much, but not too much to where I'm off topic of the video. And then the video, I'm already stretching it out. But let's continue. It's only 2 minutes. It's only 2 minutes and 37 or 36 seconds in.
We all know what it is. It's everywhere.
There are thousands of TikToks on it, posts all over X, YouTube videos, and even some mainstream outlets starting to cover it. I only started hearing about this term very recently, and at first I assumed it was mostly coming from people outside the black community, but to my surprise, a large portion of the conversation is actually being led by black people, and that's when I knew that I had to do my own research by looking into this and sharing my take on it with you. Many of the most viral TikToks on this topics are coming from within the community itself.
So he points out this guy. And I seen this guy, I think the first time I seen this guy was when he basically said the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance was straight boo boo. So here's another edit to sort of kind of show his point that it's black people in the community that is pushing this idea. This is the same guy that didn't like the uh, Kendrick Lamar performance, and I know the way I'm saying it is like if you're black, you should love the Kendrick Lamar performance. No, I'm just saying as a performance, that was a good performance, especially it being a black performance. That was a cool black performance. But hey, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't, I guess.
Black fatigue is real. Everybody is tired of black people, but it's two specific types of black people that everyone is tired of. Number one, everybody is tired of loud, ghetto, and ratchet, and violent, and mean, and angry all the time. Everybody.
But the thing is, see, I'm I don't like it in a certain sense. Like I love it when that anger and aggression is going towards like racism, stupid things and stuff like that. I like it like that. But and I'm talking about the ghetto loud. Yeah, somebody is you know, because you really, yeah, no, yeah. Like these the system that's put in place wants you to be an emotionalist robot. Like if something bad happens to you, you should just take two breaths, go sit in the corner. No, bro, no. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how we get down as a people, neither, right? We got word is bond. You got to keep your word. Girl cheating on you, yeah, we finna get loud. We're not finna. Okay, Sharon, bye bye. No, you got me fucked up. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know what. I really don't get it. I really don't get the hate because y'all people don't like it, but y'all love Malcolm in the Middle when fucking that one girl when she does it. But it's wrong when a black person does it. It's crazy.
Is tired of them. Nobody wants to deal with them. Even other black people do not want to deal with these people. You know when you see them in public, you know when they're going to give you attitude at the CVS. Everybody knows it and they want to avoid it.
So how did we even get here? The answer to this can go in a few different directions. But let's talk about the most impactful factor of this, being the media. We're talking viral body cam footage of police encounters involving black people to dine and dash stories that reinforce negative stereotypes.
Yeah, that's funny he says that because he's about to do the same thing the media does. He's not going to take the time to point out any white stuff. He's going to point out some dine and dashing. Like these people probably didn't even go to jail for this. They just wanted to talk about it. A $750 steak.
Surveillance cameras caught 3 people leaving without paying a $200 bill for a shrimp and lobster dinner, according to the owners.
And then she said a $200 bill for a shrimp and dinner, shrimp and something. Like, bro, that's $200. You know how much eggs cost? Well, they give $200. They give $200 in like food stamps a month for like somebody homeless. And y'all want it for a shrimp and steak dinner. I forgot what she said. Something shrimp and something. It damn sure wasn't worth $200. And I'm not saying that these people had the right to get up. They had an agreement that they was gonna pay for this meal. They should have paid it. But I wouldn't have paid it because I wouldn't have bought it. And I know what y'all saying, but I'm just saying it's just okay. All right, there's worser crimes out here than people running, dipping skipping town over a meal. But y'all gonna promote the story like this is top news. Cause y'all been freaking brainwashed. It's sad, bro.
or the countless of fights, whether it's on a street corner or inside a McDonald's. The majority of these clips tend to feature people who, look like me, and they also seem to go viral, often shaping how outsiders view blackness as a whole. This type of content has definitely influenced how a lot of people, white, Hispanic, or even black folks, view the culture.
You see how he just said white, Hispanic, and even black people view the culture? He's like quoting what the white girl said. It's just crazy. Yo, if y'all don't use y'all brain, y'all just gonna be following whatever. You're just gonna be blowing with the wind. Because like he's gonna use the same. It's just crazy.
Fortunately, over time, it's helped reinforce harmful narratives, and in many cases has been used to normalize different forms of racism. And let's be clear,
I guess he just showed that one, but he's gonna show you way more. What does he call it? Ghetto culture. He's gonna show way more of this ghetto culture.
Understand that none of the reactions rooted in these stereotypes are justified, because it's not fair or accurate to
this ghetto culture that's been pushed down on us through movies by your celebrities. But ain't nobody stopping their funds.
take the behavior of a few and apply it to an entire group. However, when certain behaviors are caught on camera and go viral over and over and over again, they unfortunately start to paint an image of the entire community based on a handful of viral clips. Not because they reflect us, because obviously, I'm not on that. If you're black, you're probably not on this. At the end of the day, though, all the viral content is based on real situations that happened in the real world. Now let's take a closer look at some of the real world examples that have been fueling these conversations, starting with the Dine and Dash incidents. Now during the pandemic, or should I say the bandemic, in 2020 when the stimmy checks, the ban started hitting people's accounts and everybody started acting like Black Youngster when he first signed his record deal. Yes, the bandemic. Your money. We started seeing more of these so-called dine and dash videos pop up.
We've all heard of dining and dashing. That's when a customer comes into a restaurant, grabs a bite to eat, and then skips out on the bill, leaving the restaurant without paying.
For all my international viewers, dine and dash is when people go to a restaurant, stuff their greedy bellies with food, drinks, and all that you can possibly eat, and then they leave and they don't pay a single dime. This phenomenon or crime has always existed, but it became increasingly common in America after the pandemic.
They watched as the party of 7 sat at their table, their food already packaged in to-go boxes. Then they began to get up and eventually run out the restaurant's door, leaving their $200 bill unpaid.
There go another $200 bill, bro. That table is not doing what Walmart can do, but they gonna charge you a whole $200 bill. But nah, what I'm trying to also say is he gonna just extend this long ass clip of these black buffoons when there's white buffoons out there, there's Spanish buffoons out there, but because that's not popular to watch, we gotta get hit with they are literally trying to change black fatigue. Like a whole psychological breakdown on why us as a people feel the way we do in certain situations, and something your guidance counselor or your therapist might not touch on like that. And they're trying to turn it into that I'm tired of my people being tired. I got a stepson.
So these clips of large groups walking out without paying began to go viral after 2020. And as it relates to the topic at hand, unfortunately, the majority of the people in those videos were black, and that obviously makes us look very bad. Now, is it all black folks? Of course not, because we're not a monolith. The behavior of one individual doesn't mean the next.
But instead of you using your brain and being like, okay, so the source that's giving us these viral clips are promoting this when we know that this happens in probably every other race. Like, I think dining and dashing that came from some white shit because being black out of slaves, like we just got done with the slavery stuff and segregation. I doubt we would be the first ones to start dining and dashing. It's probably hanging around one of our white friends, and then they be like, "Come on, bro, let's just skip on the bill." But bro, I don't want to hear it.
Person is going to show up in the same way, so applying that assumption broadly would be inaccurate. I mean, if you're black, if you're watching this, I'm sure we're probably going to relate, but I would personally never go to a restaurant if I knew that my account was empty. I mean, at that point, we're having sleep for dinner because we're grown, okay? However, with that being said, one thing I've consistently heard from a lot of my friends in the service industry, I'm talking waiters and waitresses and even restaurant managers, is that black customers are the hardest to serve. Now, this has not only been said by all races of people, but I'm saying like other black folks in the service industry are saying this, okay? Whether it's not tipping, sending food back too often, or asking for refunds after they've ate, it's often said that those things are more common among black customers. So that's the perception a lot of people in the service industry have of us, which is very unfortunate and it's very sad. I mean, it's not a comfortable thing to acknowledge or even talk about. I hate the fact that some people might expect a certain type of behavior of people who look like me as soon as, let's say, we might step into a spot, right? And although, you know, the stereotype doesn't obviously apply to all black people like me or you, I can't, if you're black that is, or if you're white, then obviously I ain't talking about you, right? I can't ignore the experiences they've shared with me. Now let's dive into the dine and dash stuff a little more. Cause speaking of a particular incident, which was one of the news stories I played you earlier, it went viral a few weeks ago. A black owned restaurant in Chicago called Flav's served 3 people, 2 women and a man, all black, and they decided to run up a tab of over $200 of shrimp and lobster, okay, and a bunch of drinks too. And then they decided to run out the spot.
It's actually disappointing. You know, it's very disappointing to see that from the community that we actually serve, because we pour into our community. We're a small business, and I see this happening so often to a lot of different small businesses throughout the city.
Now, I'm not saying that doing this to other groups of people, regardless of race, is okay, but it's extremely sad that this was black folks doing this to other black folks.
Oh my goodness, he just said that we just seen this happen throughout the community, or we just seen this happen at other restaurants. Let me go back.
Throughout the city.
Now, I'm not saying,
and I see this happening so often to a lot of different small businesses throughout the city.
A lot of different small businesses throughout the city. So who do you think owns the majority of those small businesses? Do you think it's black people? Do you think black people, when he was saying the small businesses out the city, do you think he was referring to black people? Like, do you think he was referring to black people? Let's just take another look at what he said.
We're a small business, and I see this happening so often to a lot of different small businesses throughout the city.
He said, we're a small business, and I see this happening a lot of times so often to other small businesses out the city. I probably added an extra word or two, but that's not the point. Point is that he said small businesses. Do you think the majority of small businesses are owned by black people in his city? I don't think so. I see small businesses all the time when I go to these gas stations and stuff like that. Even when I go get some chicken, some hot wings, I already know what the small business is. It's these Arabs. I see Indian spots that I don't know nothing about. I never really go in there, but they're still there every day. I see a lot of different places. And it ain't just black people.
Now, I'm not saying that doing this to other groups of people, regardless of race, is okay, but it's extremely sad that this was black folks doing this to other black folks. The young woman, the waitress who served the table, was a black woman who had kids at home, mind you. Her not getting a percentage of a tip literally means she's not going to be able to survive in this economy. Because
I can't right now. It's funny how he made that big thing off of that one incident.
Getting a percentage of a served the table was a black woman who had kids at home, mind you. Her not getting a percentage of a tip literally means she's not going to be able to survive in this economy. Because
so When it's time for her to get paid, after she did her job, she delivered her meal, because that customer didn't pay, the restaurant that has the bulk load of the money, that just received money from other people. Actually, I think you can see two people right here dining. They're not going to give the waitress her tip, or they're not going to pay the waitress what she earned.
Getting a percentage of a tip literally means she's not going to be able to survive in this economy.
She's not going to be able to survive in this economy, bro. I love the wordplay. I love it. I love it. It's just hilarious to me, bro.
Because in America, tipping isn't optional, it's survival. A lot of servers don't even make minimum wage. Their income depends on those tips. So when you dine and dash,
so he's getting on. I'm not even finna go there. She should have just chose not to be a server. If servers, like, if that job is that stressful, why would you go to a job like that? But no, I'm just talking on my ass a little bit. But he's just making it way more than it is.
you're not just finessing the system.
And he's also trying to go along. He's trying to push the agenda of, like, aren't you tired of this type of behavior?
You're hurting working class people, many of whom are black themselves, just trying to, make it through this world and this economy like the rest of us. By the way, really quickly, if you're enjoying this conversation, drop a like for the algorithm and subscribe if you want to hear from me and you want to see my ugly ass face, okay?
They apologize.
And he's going to take advantage of his message for the people that's working hard in this economy to try to promote his.
They sent someone up here to pay the bill, but I declined to accept it. At that point, it was just like, we gonna pursue this the right way.
And apparently they sent somebody to pay the tab on their behalf after they got exposed on social media. So you telling me that y'all didn't even have the decency to go in like grown folks and say, I apologize, I'm sorry, this economy is beating my ass. Not that it would make it okay, but apologize. So you tell somebody to pay
to pay the bill, but I declined.
And you want to see my ugly ass face, okay?
They apologized. They sent someone up here to pay the bill, but I declined to accept it. At that point, it was just like, we gonna pursue this the right way.
The right way, and the right way is to use the system that even got y'all probably doing this in the first place. We're gonna use that system, and we're gonna make that $200. We're gonna turn that into like $1,000 in fines and probably some jail time too. Because I'm on the news right now. We're gonna do this the right way, bro. Y'all is ridiculous. And then he gonna talk about do this to our own kind, but he tried to pay it back. What extra was there? He's paying for the food that he ate. Might not be on the time he wanted it, but he's paying for it regardless. This really just upset my stomach, bro. I seen the video a little bit, but I didn't even know that they offered to pay it back. This is bananas. So now I got into a fight in jail one time. Another quick story time. I got into a fight in jail one time, and the person he started the fight, I was playing basketball rolled to the guy. He was just acting like a bitch ass nigga, so I was just like, bruh, why you being such a bitch ass nigga? And he was like, what? And he started swinging, then I started swinging, and then boom, right? So anyway, after the fight, right, me and him are across from each other in like this nurse stuff, whatever. And they come up to me, they was like, we reviewed the footage and it looks like he started the fight, so would you like to press charges? And no, bro, I didn't like his reasoning for trying to fight me, because I'm just like, why you can't be a decent person and roll us back the ball while we're playing basketball? But I dang sure don't like you guys. And he probably got family, friends, stuff that's going on in his mind that even made him want to act like that towards me. But we don't look at that, right? We don't look at that. No, I'm gonna just let the system take care of him like it took care of us.
And apparently they sent somebody to pay the tab on their behalf after they got exposed on social media. So you telling me that y'all didn't even have the decency to go in like grown folks and say, I apologize, I'm sorry, this economy is beating my ass. Not that it would make it okay, but you get what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even have the decency to actually go in and show your face. That's crazy. They sent another person to pay because they didn't have enough courage to show their faces in the establishment.
Yeah, that's because they probably felt ashamed, shameful. A lot of y'all is just shameless. And you just probably wanted him to show his face just so you can make another story about it.
What a shame. Now, another story that went viral, again, featuring black folks. Absolutely hate the fact that we're getting this type of PR.
He's just making stories, bro. Was looking at stories to make stories. I'm sort of kind of doing the same thing, but I'm trying to wake people up to some of this bullshit, bro. This is all just bullshit.
But it is what it is, right? This story involved 3 black women, once again, in Chicago. Can somebody tell me what's in the water in Chicago with all these incidents?
What's in your water that's making you look up black people in Chicago? What's in your water, bro? Look at him. There's something definitely in his water. And I ain't trying to... I'm not saying I don't like this person. I'm just using this video. I'm mad at a lot of content creators. So I might be throwing it out on him. It's just because, it's been a while since I posted. But you can see this in more than just this person. There's a couple of content creators that's doing the same thing, bro. And it's just disgusting.
Happening. The audacity of this particular story is next level because these 3 women didn't only dine and dash after a $262 bill, they were also caught in 4K, strike number 1.
The 3 women from Rochester, New York visited Soul Vibes in the Near North neighborhood to celebrate a birthday. And
so they said, what's in the water in Chicago? But he was making it seem like Chicago, the city, is messed up. But these women are from Rochester, New York. I think that's what I heard. So these aren't even Chicago people.
Left behind a surprise, an unpaid tab of over $200.
And they also made a reservation with their names, phone numbers, and personal info. Strike number 2.
They were spotted on surveillance, leaving one by one within 30 seconds of the server stepping away. They also forgot that they signed up on the wait list before being seated, including their name and phone number.
And strike number 3 is that they actually went on social media and they thanked a black-owned business for the free food that they stole, right? And that's how they ended up getting caught.
And to add insult to injury, they posted this onto social media, thanking the restaurant for the free food while laughing at waitstaff like Chloe Jackson.
You hear a lot of us screaming support.
Laughing at white staff like Chloe Jackson? Where's Chloe at? I want to hear this.
Black businesses, and this is how we treat each other.
Time to teach those 2 not to mess with.
It hasn't.
Bikini Bottom.
It's so sad, and it's also really hard to ignore that these types of crimes are becoming.
If it was a white restaurant serving the same delicious food, they would have dined and dashed them too, bro. It's like you making it seem like they're intentionally going out to wherever the good food is where they're gonna go and dine and dash it from. Person that eats steak and lobster can probably got that taste for it because they can afford it to eat it all the time. They can probably, they're probably not going to dine and dash, but somebody that literally can only afford a little bit are most likely to dine and dash. And then these black-owned restaurants aren't charging too much money. So it's an easy, accessible place to steal from. It has nothing to do with because you're black, I'm going to rob you. No, if you're cheap, accessible, people rob McDonald's all the time. all the time. So I don't get it.
more and more common in general. And the fact that it's a lot of melanated folks doing this to other people who look like them, I mean, it's a shame. What do you want me to say? I'm not celebrating that I have to make this video. Like, it's actually an...
Yo, this dude is a crafty dude. Now I'm starting to dislike him because I don't like this at all, bro. You claim to be for black and then you attack black people. How? Like, yeah, I can admit that us as a people need to do better, but I can also admit, you know, I wouldn't blame you for all the brainwashing we've been through. I would not blame you. After all the baby boys and the menace to societies and all these, just bombarded with this culture. This is not our culture, but we've been bombarded with it over and over. I wouldn't blame them. I really wouldn't. That's what these white people are trying to do, because they always need somebody to point the finger at. You know, the bad guy, you know, Scarface. But yeah, it's crazy.
Uncomfortable video to make, because I'm not happy to see black businesses suffering because other people who look like them are literally stealing money from them. Like, I absolutely hate that I have to talk about this, and it breaks my heart. By the way, if you've been rocking with your boy for a while and want to support, just want to let you guys know that I dropped my first...
What's with this dude? Just like earlier, he did these waitresses working so hard. You know, hey y'all, you subscribe to the channel. And then it breaks my heart to make this video. And then hey, I got merchandise. Don't forget about that merchandise, man.
piece of merchandise recently. It's from my brand Blackie Apparel. As you can see, I'm actually rocking. Want to let you know a mindset which is definitely a great video that I would recommend that you check out. The YM mindset is a term that's, of course, coined by me at this point, which describes a youth-driven culture often tied to erratic behavior that more often than not ends up harming others, whether it's stealing, robbing, or just being loud and belligerent in public spaces. Now, this culture that I'm talking about is separate from blackness itself. I mean, we're talking about a fatigue with what often is called ghetto culture. And ghetto culture is not black culture, nor is it foundational black.
Who is this guy? When did he make the rules on what culture is what culture? I know he's trying to describe what he's talking about. Well, you need to disclose that before you try to do all this. These are not, no. Everything I'm saying is off my opinion. This is the way I see it. I want you guys to watch me watch this dude, because I just want y'all to see how I see stuff, and just so you can determine if your own brain is working on point, because there's a lot of trickery going on
American culture. When I say the word culture, by the way, I mean it in the actual definition. And the definition is the shared attitudes,
the way of life, especially the general customs and beliefs of a particular group of people at a particular time. I mean, this definition, it fits leeway for them, their culture that they pushed on us. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Anyway, they pushed this culture on us. You know what? I gotta cut this video short. It's already been a long video. Long video. But I just want you guys to keep this in mind. Keep that in mind. Oppression takes on black people, or racial oppression takes on black people. The toll, that the psychological and physical toll that racial oppression takes on black people. And it's sad when black people are part of that racial oppression. It's just like they forget the skin color is gone. But it's here, bro. You can try to do that Helen Keller stuff all you want, but you cannot deny this color right here. You cannot try to tell me that this color is not real. This color means something. But anyway, that's it for this video. It might be a little bit sloppy, but hey, I had to put something out. And I'm not trying to say that you guys don't deserve good quality stuff, but it's like, I'm broke. I'm broke. Look at the background. Look at the background. I'm broke. Anyway, holla at your boy. Please like and subscribe if you guys want to see more. Then maybe I can have some nice stuff going on. But thank you for watching, and peace.